Hello everyone, this is Crustlemania and welcome to the 33rd week selling results video. Want to start off by saying sorry in advance for the delay for the 32nd week selling results video and the 33rd week selling results video, which is the last one and this one, just because I recently have not had as much time to really put into the content creation side of things, so I haven't really had a chance to edit the videos and record the videos in the weekly manner that I've been doing it. And going forward, it might not be weekly as well. And I will explain a little bit more about that, at least for this series, just because I kind of have a little bit of a tangent to go on just for this series. So, anyways, the 30-second results week video, I believe I sold 6 cards. And it's been a while, to be quite honest, since I've sold more than like 1 or 2 cards, just because I think the previous 3 weeks I've only sold maybe 1 or 2, except for the week where my friend and I did the trades and I went to the card show. Like that week I did a little bit more. But in terms of eBay selling, I hadn't put up cards for a little while, and honestly I didn't expect all those cards to sell so fast, which is not really something I should have underestimated with the bull market happening right now. But I didn't really expect for all of them to sell, and at this point in time I don't have as much time to put into the Crustlemania kind of side of things. So I do have some cards still, but I'm not really looking to put them up on my eBay page just because of time. Basically, before I had a little bit more time to put into the Crustlemania kind of project, you'd probably want to say. And as of recently, like I don't really have much time to put into the Crustlemania project, and it kind of was a realization to me because the week of the 30-second selling results week video, I could only ship out the cards on a Saturday, and the USPS in my area only opens for the morning. So I kind of got back home the night before kind of late, just from like a busy week. And I had to stay up at least until 1:30 in the morning just to package those cards, because I kind of forgot how much went to the cards, and I wanted to at least make the time to ship the cards out, because otherwise it'd be past a few days, especially because one of the cards sold in the middle of the week and I can't push it out for more than 3 days, because at least on my eBay page it says I have to ship out within 3 days of handling, which is why I've never switched it to same day, 1 day shipping, at least for me, just in case I needed that wiggle room, which this was one of the instances where I needed it. So I had to ship it out by that Saturday to really fulfill what I was saying I was doing from the shipping side on eBay. And yeah, I know a lot of people that kind of do this type of thing, like in terms of buying, selling on eBay and such like that. They all kind of know like you have to put in like some extra hours to kind of do that. And I just forgot how much time it took until it was like 1:30 in the morning when I was just finishing up all the cards. I was like, dang, it's pretty late at night and I'm doing this, and I gotta like wake up in the morning and ship these cards out. And kind of made me realize, like, during the week as I get a lot busier, like I'm not going to have as much time for this. So realistically, like I don't really know where the selling results videos are going to go, just because for this week, the 33rd week, I didn't make any sales. I only have 3 cards on my eBay page. I thought 1 or 2 of them were going to sell, like the Arctibax or the full art Poliwhirl from 151, but none of those sold. And I have an Absol EX from Obsidian Flames, I believe, and those are like the only 3 cards that I have on my eBay page. I have a few more that I have kind of just in holding, but I'm not really looking to put them up because I know kind of the work that goes into having to sell those cards. And this is just an interesting thing that I saw. I don't remember if it was like a week or 2 ago. I got recommended like a video from the I guess YouTuber Rob Burns, I guess. I saw his one where he was leaving. Basically, that was the one that was recommended. Very interesting points made in that video. And I guess this channel's kind of geared more towards the monetary side, as he was saying, like Pokemon's become really monetary and on like kind of on his way out, which he's not wrong. I feel like a lot of people are kind of in the investing space or sealed space, and oddly for me, the more I kind of get into Pokemon, the more I realize I kind of want to get into other hobbies of mine that I've kind of moved on from, but like are moving back into, just because Pokemon right now is such a crazy space. And maybe it was last year in July, but like right now it's like super crazy, where you're seeing like a bunch of people evaluating cards every day, fighting for cards. And to be quite honest, like Pokemon I think is interesting. I don't know if it's worth kind of going pretty crazy for, at least like in the stores. Like I remember hearing like in 2020 some of the crazy stories of those. But anyways, yeah, the more like I go into the Pokemon side of things, like I realize like other hobbies of mine are kind of resurfacing again over Pokemon. So I don't really know how long these selling results videos will last, and I've said that for a while, and that's really just because I don't really know where I kind of am in the space. Like I don't really, in the beginning, I guess the selling results videos are pretty monetary heavy, just because like I'm saying how much I'm selling, this and that. And going through it so far for at least like 32, 33 weeks, like I realized like maybe the money part isn't fully all it's about. It's hard to say, but it's kind of, I have some like mixed feelings about flipping cards. So it's just kind of an interesting thing there. I just know that the channel is growing just because Pokemon's like a hot topic right now, but I don't know if I really am going to be able to push this as much, because if the selling results videos aren't something that I make for content, to be quite honest, I don't really have anything else. And a lot of the cards that I put up on eBay just to sell is in some words just kind of for content. More so now, just because I'm not selling as much as I was before. So now it's really just kind of like content. Like I'm selling cards just to make content, which I don't know how I really honestly feel about that. But I guess one of the things I will say is there will be cards eventually, and I don't know if I really want to make the videos every week saying like I made 0 videos, because some of the cards I may put up like every once in a while, like not every week, but just every once in a while, just like one here, one there, like, oh, okay, like I feel like putting a card up, like I don't mind letting this one go, like I can test this card. Not to say that I won't pick up any Pokemon cards, it's just like right now the Pokemon card market's pretty crazy, and it just seems like, I don't know, you're FOMOing into any type of purchase that you're going into, or there's not really much wiggle room for any of the cards that are being sold, because they're just fluctuating so crazy every day. You really don't know the prices for any of these cards, but that's just my kind of take on things. And I don't know, they're like, the more, I guess one example for me at least is the more I go into Pokemon, the more I'm realizing I kind of want to pick up some Yu-Gi-Oh cards that were more expensive in the past but less expensive now. So the more I do Pokemon, I feel like the more I get interested in Yu-Gi-Oh, or at least finding some of the older cards from Yu-Gi-Oh that I've wanted for a while. So kind of a weird turn of events. But anyways, this week there were no sales, so you just really got a tangent of me just talking about random things. But the Crustle Master Set is just a fun little series that I'm doing. After that, I have no clue where the direction of this channel is going to go, to be quite honest. So we will see there. There may be a hiatus period where like I don't really upload any videos just because I don't really have much time. I'm not really buying as of right now. And there are a couple deals that have come up. Like one deal I remember was on Facebook Marketplace from a guy, the person that actually sold me the damage base at Blastoise, and that person, I remember like they were selling some mid-era X and Y GX cards from their childhood collection, and they were trying to sell them off, and basically it was kind of in parts, and I was talking to them for about 2 months, and the deal ended up being about like they want to sell their collection and they want to sell at 85% at the lowest. So I told them I'll buy it at 85%, but if you have like a better offer, feel free to take that from somebody else. Long story short, they ended up selling the cards to somebody else, but I did have a chance to buy those cards a couple times. But I realized in that instance that I really didn't want to buy those cards. I don't really know why. I just didn't really feel like dropping the money on the cards at this moment. Maybe because of the bull market, or maybe because I don't know. I didn't see it as like something I really desired to do, and I feel like that's something that I've seen with certain Pokemon cards. Like, don't get me wrong, if I'm in a space with some Pokemon cards that I know, I might pick them up, but like at the most part, like right now, I don't really feel like buying, if that makes any sense. So that's just a story that I have pretty much from like the latest deal. Like, I could have had some X and Y cards, I could have swung on them for the content, but it just didn't seem like something I wanted to invest into, just because there are other things that I could spend that money on, because it was like $200 something. I'm like, man, I don't know, I could definitely buy something else with like $250. So like I don't know, it's just kind of, that's the state where I'm at right now. I know others are kind of in the perpetual state of buy, sell, buy, sell. That's great for them, and you know, more power to them if they're getting what they want. I don't really know what the direction of this channel was. I mean, to be quite honest, I didn't really think that these videos were going to last this long, these selling results videos, and I didn't think realistically that people would like these videos, because I mean, the way I edit them is really low quality and very bare bones and very kind of dated. So I, like most people, have catchy thumbnails, really flashy visuals, and I don't even have any of that. Like, I just do the basic bare bones kind of minimal editing that you could probably do. So I don't know, really surprising that those kind of caught on, but we'll kind of see how it goes, just because right now I'm not really looking to buy, just because everything else in the world is so expensive, so to speak, and Pokemon cards are basically a luxury item. To me, like, Pokemon cards have become the new Rolexes, or like the new jewelry. Like, before they used to have jewelry expos with a bunch of vendors and cases, Pokemon cards are pretty much the exact same way to me, where the value of them has gone up almost to about where like jewelry used to be. And like, they used to have jewelry expos with vendors and cases, and like that's like basically what Pokemon has almost become now, which is pretty crazy. So it's more of a luxury item, Pokemon cards, so it's more of a want than a need. So I don't know, that's just my 2 cents. But anyways, this is probably the longest ranting selling results video I've ever done. But anyways, I hope you guys took something away from this video, but we'll see how long this goes for after even this video, and that's all I have to say. Have a good one, everyone. Peace.